MVF Swansea, Season 7, Match Day 4 with your coach Howell again, and one absolutely fantastic evening of footballing, weight loss. It had everything. It had absolutely everything, and honestly, you can see the dedication that's still going through into Season 7. So, without further ado, let's rock and roll. So we started every time. Own goals, weekly team bonuses, scoring hat-tricks, and of course our milestones. You can see on the screen right now every single bit of information you need about that. So own goals, obviously, if you are over your season starting weight and you gain, it's an own goal. If you're over the season starting weight, but you don't gain, you lose weight, but you haven't quite reached that season starting weight, you won't incur any own goals. However, you won't score points for your team either. It's only when you're under your season starting weight that is when you are contributing to the scores. Weekly team bonuses, you can see 1 to 2 players is a goal, 3 to 4 is 2 goals, and so forth. Up to 9 plus is an extra 5 goals for your team. Hat tricks, we've got a few of them tonight, actually 22 I believe. Hat tricks, which is then for every 3 weeks you lose weight. It doesn't have to be in a row, it doesn't have to be consecutive, but for every 3 weeks you lose weight, you score a goal for your team. And of course, our milestones 5, 10, 15, 20, and so forth gives you 3 points, 3 goals for your team on that night. Only 2 milestones per season, of course. More information, manvidfat.com/manvidfat football rules on site with hyphens between them for more information. Okay, let's get round to the roundup. So as you can see, a fantastic attendance of 78.3% there. We can see it's coming to the end of the summer. We can see people are still on holidays. They're doing this, at the other, and of course we've got that last week of the summer holidays where everyone is fulfilling all the bits and pieces they planned to do over the summer. They're spending time with their family doing so. But nevertheless, 78.3 attending. That is 130 members have been there tonight, weighing in and doing exactly what they should be. Absolutely fantastic to see, which resulted in 74 pitch goals, higher than last week. 36 scale scores, a little lower than last week, and of course 12 coaches goals, which is pretty much on par. But this is how it worked out. So Borussia Donuts and BNY München for Goir, you had the tracker bonus goal. Red Hot Chili Pokers, team loss bonus goal for you guys, and the attendance also went to Borussia Donuts and BMI München. Dan Williams is our season percentage leader for the Gastric Bandits, of course. And over in Copper, Snacking Pumpkins had the tracker and attendance bonus goals tonight, with Real Letis having the biggest team loss bonus, and of course Gareth Davis from the Angry Hippos taking the season percentage leader for this week as well. Fantastic. Let's see if they can hold on to that next week as well. Let's go. So this is how every team worked it out at the end. So on a team collective team, a weekly team loss, of course. All Fats, Borussia Donuts broke even. Gastric Bandits 0.5 kilos. Van der Sarni's in a 3.3. L'Argentina 2.3. BMI München 3.1. Real Madrid broke even, and Red Hot Chili Pokers came through with 6.1 kilo loss collectively. Fantastic to see there. And over in Copper, Borussia Mönchengladbach 2 kilos. Club Tropicana Drinks FC at 0.9 kilos. Real Letis then at 3.5 kilos. Snacking Pumpkins and Navy Blue Seals broke even. Hungry Hippos at 1.8 kilos. Fuller Ham broke even. And of course, Massive Course at 3.4 kilos there. Fantastic attendance, and of course, fantastic dedication to the weight loss there for everyone that lost. It brings us to a weekly club loss of 3.9 kilos. Not as big as our last couple of weeks. However, it's still steps in the right direction, giving us a total club loss of 145.1 kilos there, guys. Brilliant to see. Gore's amazing losers, Phil Finselback coming in at 3.5 kilos, with Kyle Lewis following up there at 3 kilos, Nathan Charles at 2.6, and James Lewis there at 2.2 kilos. And as you can see with Copper, there's quite a few more names there. In fact, 2 more names than what we usually have. However, when weights are matched towards the end there, we will ensure that we reward as many people as possible. So, for the amazing losers for copper, Neil Page, 2.2 kilos there, fantastic. William Brayley at 2 kilos. Chris Bing at 1.8. Chris Church, Rhys Roberts, and Dan Williams then at 1.6 kilo loss. Brilliant to see. And celebrating our newest inductee to the Milestone Club there, Mike Hayward, at 10%. Absolutely brilliant, mate. Awesome to see there. Congratulations. And here are our hat-trick heroes. 22 I counted. You're more than welcome to count them yourselves, of course. But we've got, for the Red Hot Chili Pokers, we've got Lee Osborne and Leon Kizik. BMI Munchen, we've got Darryl Cox, Matthew Corbett and Simon Martin bringing through their hat-tricks. Gastric Bandits with Corey Davis and Mark Lockwood. Borussia Donuts, James Hartree. FC Van der Sarni's then, Chris Walters came in there for them with his hat-trick. L'Argentina, Lewis Ablett, and of course the All Fat with Richard Blow. Brilliant there, fantastic hat-tricks there on behalf of the Goyer League. Over in copper, Adam Rayson, Ashley Fenton and Regan Purdue scored hat-tricks for the Massive Course. Hungry Hippos' very own Gareth Davis with a hat-trick. Ria Lettice, Andrew Cook, David Colwell, brilliant. Fulham, Craig Manning. Snacking Pumpkins, Scott Davis brought in the goal for them as well. Navy Blue Seals, Carl May. And of course for Borussia, Monschenberger, Kev Coulson and Craig Evans brought in the hat-tricks. Awesome, guys. Well done. And here we go. Here are the results. This is how it all worked out at the end, guys. So we start with Goyer. Gastric Bandits against Borussia Donuts was the first game. Brilliant game. Close overall, as you can see as well. So on the pitch, it was 5-3 to Gastric Bandits. The scales was 2 to -1 to Gastric Bandits, and tracking was 2 goals to 3 to Borussia Donuts, with a bonus goal going to Borussia Donuts as well of 2 points. Bringing an overall of 9 goals to 7. How close, guys? And you'll see this. There's a bit of a pattern here of how close the overalls were with the majority of the games that we see tonight. The second game for Goyer was BMI Munchen against the All Fats. Pitch score was 4-3 to the All Fats. Scales was 2 goals to -1 to BMI Munchen. They had 3 goals tracking to 2 to BMI Munchen, and of course the bonus goal of 2 points goes to BMI Munchen as well, which gave an overall score of 10 goals to 5 to BMI Munchen. Third game, Real Madrid against the Red Hot Chili Pokers. Now, of course, you can see the pitch score was 11-1 to Red Hot Chili Pokers. The scales was -1 to 4 to the Red Hot Chili Pokers, with tracking going 3-2 to Red Hot Chili Pokers, and of course 2 bonus goals going to them as well, giving an overall there of 2 goals to 20 to the Red Hot Chili Pokers. Final game in Goyer was Van der Sarni's against L'Argentina. 8-5 on the pitch to Van der Sarni's. Scales then was 5-1 to L'Argentina. Tracking was 3-2 to L'Argentina, with no bonus goals being given either way, giving an overall there of 11 goals to 13 to L'Argentina there. Brilliant games nevertheless, and I thoroughly enjoyed watching as many as I could from the Ivory Tower, of course. Over in copper, Massive Course against Fulham was the first game. 4-2 on the pitch to Fulham. 6-3 to Massive Course on the scales. 2-all on tracking with no bonus goals, giving an overall of 10 goals to 9 to the Massive Course there. Real Lettice against the Hungry Hippos was the second game, with it being a 2-all on the pitch, 3-all on the scales, 3-2 on tracking, and 2 bonus goals going to Real Lettice, giving an overall of 10 goals to 7 to Real Lettice. Third game was Borussia Monschenberger against the Navy Blue Seals. 8-3 on the pitch to Borussia Monschenberger. Scales was 7-1 to Borussia Monschenberger, with 3-all on tracking with no bonus goals, giving an overall of 18 goals to 7 to Borussia Monschenberger. And the final game, I actually had an opportunity to watch a lot of this game from the window, and honestly, I thoroughly enjoyed watching it, to be honest with you. It had virtually everything going on. It had the physicality, it had the skill, it had the movement, and honestly, I kind of miss being out there. But nevertheless, this is how it turned out. We had the pitch score of 7-6 to Snacking Pumpkins. The scales was 1-1. The tracking was 3 goals to 2 to Snacking Pumpkins, with 4 bonus goals going to Snacking Pumpkins for the amount of the amount of attendance and tracking that they successfully attained this week, giving an overall of 15 goals to 9 to the Snacking Pumpkins. Honestly, what a game. Thoroughly enjoyed every single moment of it. And this is what has happened to the table due to that. This is the overall table. So we'll start off with Goyer there. Red Hot Chili Pokers are right up top there with 8 points. Following Gastric Bandits with 6 points. Vandersanis, BMI Munchen and L'Argentina all with 4 points there, and a whisker of goal difference there for you to see. Borussia Donuts, the All Fat and Real Madrid all on 2 points there, and it's still all to play for with still 4. So we're still on match day 4. So sorry, I lost my train of thought there. Still on match day 4, and we got another 10 weeks to go, guys. Over in Copper, Real Lettuce at 8 points. Fantastic to see there. Followed by Borussia Mönchengladbach at 6 points. Snacking Pumpkins and Fulham at 4 points. Club Tropicana Drinks FC and the Massive Corks at 3 points, with the Hungry Hippos and Navy Blue Seals at 2 points there. Still, 10 weeks ago, it's all to play for, guys. And over the Scales League, you can see it almost, a lot of it changes. It almost flips in some way. But we can see how it goes here. Gastric Bandits at 7 points up the top there for Goyer, followed by L'Argentina and BMI Munchen at 5 points. Red Hot Chili Pokers, Borussia Donuts and Vandersanis all with 4 points there. Real Madrid at 2 points with the All Fat with the point to there. Over in Copper, Hungry Hippos at 7 with Snacking Pumpkins also at 7. Borussia Mönchengladbach and Navy Blue Seals with 4 points each. Real Lettuce and Club Tropicana Drinks FC with 3 points, and Fulham and Massive Corks at 2 points. And you can see how close it is. It'll take one game and it'll all change like that. But it's brilliant to see how we're all progressing, isn't it? And here's our team of the week, guys. This is where we celebrate our teams. And bear in mind, just to let you know as well, when it comes to any borrows that you need, it is the Amazing Losers and the team of the week that are qualifying as the candidates that we can pick from for the following week, of course. So, without further ado, let's go through these. So, Kieran Troke, 1.4 kilo loss there. Fantastic to see. Mike Hayward with your 10% milestone. Amazing. Well done, buddy. Mark Lockwood, a kilo loss and a hat trick for your team. Epic, mate. Phil Finselback with 3.5 kilo loss there. Kyle Lewis, 3 kilos there. Amazing to see. We've got Nathan Charles then with 2.6 kilos. Amazing to see. For the second week in a row, Ross McKnight. Half a kilo off, mate. Brilliant to see there. Well done. And Craig Hudson. First weigh in, 0.4 loss. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic, mate. Awesome to see. And welcome to MVF Swansea. Over in Copper then, Dan Williams, 1.4 kilo loss there for Borussia Mönchengladbach. Brilliant to see. Scott May then with half a kilo for the Navy Blue Seals. Then we've got Chris Bing, Andrew Cook and David Colwell being named for Real Lettuce. Chris Bing, of course, 1.8 kilo loss there. And Andrew Cook and David Colwell bringing in those precious hat-tricks for the team. Chris Church and Rhys Roberts, both weighing in with this 1.6 kilo loss for the Snacking Pumpkins. William Brayley for Massive Corks there, 2 kilo loss for you, mate. Brilliant. Neil Page and Gareth Davis. Neil Page with his 2.2 kilo loss, and of course Gareth Davis bringing in his hat-trick for the team. Fantastic. Awesome. Benji Dorwood, half a kilo for Fulham. And of course Callum Jones, 1.2 kilo loss for Club Tropicana Drinks FC. brilliant to see. Well done, guys. And of course, when it comes to borrows, we will then prioritise the amazing losers, and then, of course, the team of the week. And this brings us to next week's fixtures, guys. So next week's fixtures, you can see they're on the screen there, and of course the poster will be released through our social media and WhatsApp for you all to prepare for. But we've got, first of all, in good, we've got L'Argentina against BMI München at 7 o'clock, followed by the Red Hot Chili Pokers against Van der Sarni's. At 8 o'clock then, we've got Borussia Dortmund against Real Madrid, and at 8:30, we've got the All Fat against the Gastric Bandits. Over in Copa then, of course, we've got Club Tropicana Drinks FC against Real Letis, followed by the Navy Blue Seals versus the Stacking Pumpkins. Fulham take on Borussia Mönchengladbach at 8 o'clock, and the Hungry Hippos take on the Massive Course at 8:30. This has been your roundup of the week, guys, and I really hope you've enjoyed. That is all the information we've got, and honestly, it's been a fantastic week again. So much to play for. Still 10 weeks of the season to go. We've got so much we can do on this, guys, and the progress we're making already is unbelievable. Very proud to be your coach. Very proud to see how tonight has gone, and thank you so much for your dedication. Signing off. Good night.